Good evening, everyone. We're here to discuss activity 3, guideline number 2. We're here, Juan Camilo, Maria Alejandra, Claudia, and myself, Andre.
Good
We're here
evening.
to
Thank
discuss
you.
the Dominos case. Shall we start?
Yes, please.
Yes, well, about what impact does social media, I think the impact is very big, and because nowadays the social networks have a lot of influence in society, and the people do almost everything by internet through the social media, and all the information that the people get probably could be true or probably could be false, but some people do not investigate about it and just trust in that information, and this is maybe the inconvenience with the kind of the information that the companies could put in the internet. So I think it could be a double-edged sword, because if it's something false, the reputation of the company could be really affected. But the company could go to demonstrate that is false information, but the consequence could be could be a little bigger, and the people usually just stay with the first version or the first information that they get for the internet. So it's very important that the companies have a great monitoring in and great tools for to avoid this kind of the situation. They could create material that shows positive information and upload on the internet, with the target that it spends by the internet and people could see positive things about the companies.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also about the hashtags and the dialogue, internal and external dialogue. I think this is a good tool for to control that kind of information is getting in the internet, because if you put a hashtag, maybe it could be a filter that you can find what is happening in the internet about your business, and you can answer or control any situation or detect it in a fast time.
I agree. The hashtag is a very powerful tool because it allows basically anyone that is interested in a specific hashtag to just go and find everything that's been said. So, very good.
Yes.
Let's go with Claudia.
Yeah. Other question was asking us about what other messages could Domino's have said or could Domino's have delivered. And I was thinking about they could rely on government entities such as the FDA, which is Food and Drug Administration. It is like our INVIMA. So I think they could have been supported by their certificate to operate, but also they could have delivered a video with showing their best practices in making or preparing their recipes, not only in the North Carolina sector, but around the world, because it was as we have said, it was viral. So they have to fight this bad news with good news, with good practices, and I thought that I think that they should have take advantage of this FDA certification that they surely they have.
Very good.
And also another question was about what other traditional media they could have used. I think that they maybe could have used I don't know, television or radio. It might have some impact. I don't know. I don't know if it could have been very big impact or not. But talking about traditional media, but I could say that it could have been television and radio. But I think they could have used the best for promotions and I don't know, improving promotions and improving sponsorship. They could have helped a lot in that situation.
Okay, I
I don't
agree.
know what you guys think about.
I agree. I think television and radio is it's a bit like the old-fashioned channels, and social media is by far the biggest development in strategic channels. So I think it's the best way to still communicate to your customers.
Yes, and promotions and all the traditional BTL Domino's used to do around the world, especially because they have a very huge target. People, young people, and adult people love having pizza, so they could have been improved with the traditional media.
Sure. Okay. Very good. Let's go with Juan Camilo.
Okay, the next question for the group is, for example, what is the challenges for the PR practitioners, marketers, and corporative communicators? For example, one of these challenges are the fake news, the misinformation, and the manipulation of the data information. For example, in the case of Facebook, you remember some months ago, there were big troubles with the information published in Facebook platform. In this time in the digital area, we have some problems. For example, with the influencers of the people with some public information that the other people follow in the social media, and it can move to all these people to get some opinions of some companies. So I think the important thing is that the people they should have or should take a minute to think about this information, because not all the information is true. We have a lot of information that is false, and for example, the fake news have has moved a lot of people to take mistakes in the social media. So I think the more important thing in this media is about the data information and what we can do with this. Continue with that. The other challenge, for example, is the speed of response of the digital world. For example, social media in Facebook, or, for example, in Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram, it is immediately communicate the information for the people. So in the digital area, the 20 hours, the first 20 hours of this information is very important to get opinions about the news we look in platforms, and to take decisions. For example, in this case of Domino's, people should decide not to go in this restaurant, but it's a misinformation, because it's the problem with only two people that make this problem. So I think the important thing is when the first when the 24 hours is to take the crisis management plans of the companies, and it's better to use the same social media to can defend, for example, for this misinformation or this fake news.
Mhm.
Very good.
Yes. Also, I could think it's better. Maybe the company could make a promotion and to clarify which one are the real, are the original web page from their companies, because sometimes exists a lot of web page but some ones are false. So the companies could make promotion, and because people could identify which one are real and which one could be false.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
agree with that.
important. Okay, so we as a team, we came with a few conclusions. The first one, it goes toward we think Domino's did act very well, although they took very too long to respond. The case talks about almost 3 days, while social media never sleeps, so they should have acted a bit more quicker. And the other thing is their response was a video uploaded on their Domino's official website. They should have uploaded the video through all the social media networks, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. So they made sure everyone would get to see it as soon as possible because we believe the video only reached, I don't know, maybe 10% of the viewership instead of reaching to almost everyone. So they should work on integrating all social media channels at the same time. So I don't know, have one person to a small group of people monitoring and working on all social media at the same time. Um, Domino's has almost 100,000 workers, so being open and telling the truth about this incident that they couldn't prevent it because it was isolated two people that thought uh, this would be funny doesn't really represent what Domino's is and what the other 100,000 people are working for. So we believe a stronger hiring process should be implemented to, I don't know, avoid hiring underage people that seem too immature because, I don't know, unfortunately in the US, a lot of teenagers are actually hired to do this job. In Colombia, it doesn't happen that easy, but they need to be careful with the kind of people they hire because
Definitely.
we've seen what happened. Just two people that thought it was funny just made a very big negative impact on Domino's, and they could have been sued. They could have lost a lot of customers. I don't know, so many bad things. But in a sense, we believe they acted correctly. They should have done it quicker, but they told the truth. It was something that couldn't be prevented because it was just a one-time thing. Um, and I think that's it. Basically, it gives us um, a lot of learning for us as well because
Yes.
um, maybe if it happened to us, I don't know, if we own a company and it happened to us, we would be very concerned as well because I don't know, lawsuits, um, the negative impact on the brand itself. I don't know. It could have cost a lot of money to Domino's Pizza. So we recommend for a future crisis to integrate all social medias. Make sure make sure your response reaches everyone at the same time, and then those hashtags and because social media never sleeps, you need to address it almost immediately, not even 20 hours. Just have someone control what it's been said, if it's important or not, and then address it as quick as you can. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I think we could say a final message, um, taking into account what the title start saying. It says fight viral with viral.
Sure, I agree. Yeah, I don't think the response was I don't know, maybe an interview. I don't think that was the right response. I think they should have just taken all the information right away and then just upload a video right away through Instagram, basically, because most of their followers, YouTube, I'm sorry, because 1 million people saw the video just in the first day. So I think if 1 million saw it, you should have responded the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Okay,
You.
well, thank you everyone. I think this is giving completion to our activity number 3, guideline number 2. I will see you everyone in the next guideline. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Thank you, guys.